I don't really know the answer. I know in my case, certainly those skills have been learned. I was somebody that didn't really know. I didn't have that in the back of my head of just itching to start a business, or if you did, how do you do it and how do you make it successful? So in my case, I've seen where being really perceptive, I was taught by my parents and learned early on that, like, some of the best things you can do early in your career is seeing how successful people carry themselves and picking up on things like that, on who you admire, what companies do you admire, and either documenting or remembering them and emulating yourself and company after a lot of those brands that are successful and who you want to be associated with. So no, that's, people have asked, did I go to graduate school, get an MBA or anything? No, this has been my graduate degree for sure, because I've been still learn every day, which keeps it incredibly fresh. And there's different phases of the company as you grow and as your company evolves, which to me is really cool, because the last couple of years I've been getting my MBA on finance and figuring out how do you scale a company, how do you keep it profitable, how do you acquire really good people that aren't cheap, and they're different types of people than you hired 7 or 8 years ago, and those are all skills that I've never been exposed to before in my career or were important in the earlier part of BrightWave. So I've been learning that, again, whether it's hiring good people, asking talented people that have done this before outside of your company. So I think really rolling up your sleeves, figuring out how to do it, but also not being afraid to reach out to your network, and particularly those people that are just really successful. I find that Atlanta's a great city in particular, but there's so many entrepreneurs that want to share with other entrepreneurs. You have that fellow skin in the game where people, it doesn't matter what your business is or how successful you are, what people, I certainly do, admire that entrepreneur across the table for just taking that risk and knowing how hard it is and the ups and downs associated with it. So learning from them is great, and there's a lot of good ways to do that in this day and age.